But it does mean that if you do have a retail location, that you need to incorporate your social media advertising. And then for those of you that don't have a retail location, we are going to focus all of your marketing efforts on the social media, whereas your retail location is going to have a combination of social media as well as your direct mail flyers and other things for your retail location. So we want to kind of be, since so many people are preparing their returns online, we need to have a piece of that market. And so I think we're doing a pretty good job of keeping up with the trends and making these available to you. Okay, now one of the first things that you need to do, well, the three things that we need to do is we need to make people know who you are, where you are, and why they should come to you. Okay, so you can't make money and you can't prepare returns if the people don't know that you prepare returns. They don't know where you are. They don't know why they should come to you. So we've got to make sure that we're creating awareness. Now, you should list your business on Google. Even if you don't have a retail location, you still want to have it listed. People do like to, refer to the internet to get information on somebody that they're about to do business with. And this is especially true when you're dealing with sensitive information like social security numbers. So you want to make sure that you list your business on Google. All right. Now, everybody will receive or has received this guide. So you can refer back to it if you need help. If you have a domain, so instead of @Gmail, for example, it could be William@TaxKingdom. Now, a domain can be purchased very inexpensively through GoDaddy, is usually the go-to domain provider. And I think, I don't know, for maybe 20, 30 bucks a year, you can have your own domain. And that also gives you a professional look and feel to people when you have an your business as opposed to @Gmail or @Yahoo. Now, if you go into your locations on your Google or your Gmail, this is where you're going to be listing your business. Now, if you are working from your home and you don't want to put your home address on there, totally understandable. I don't know if you can leave that blank, but it's possible. Or maybe you can put in just a fake address just to get that listing up there. And simply your listing just wants to have your business name, a couple of photos, a logo if you have one, a picture of you is always good. Matter of fact, we're just going to go and we're going to look at ours. Not everyone's moving. Well, I'm not sure why, but usually right here on the right, it has your business with the photos and information. But for some reason, that's not coming up today. I'm not sure why. So I'll check into that and get back with you on that. So step one, make sure that your business has some internet presence. We want people to be able to Google you and find out some information. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to put everybody on mute just so we can eliminate some of the background noise. 1 second. Okay, so if you have a question, you can type it in the chat box. All right, so one of the things that you need to do is when you are developing what they call content, you want to make it follow worthy. You want to be giving people information that is in your business line and that they can benefit from. So things like a weekly tip is always good to have. Now, in addition to that, I still recommend that you post other content, a funny video. There's all kinds of tax-related things, like people, you know, frizzled, frazzled out, stressed out during tax season, just some funny stuff like that. That is going to get you some exposure because people tend to like those types of videos, and it can create a new follow for you. Now, Facebook is going to be your best channel to get your best message out to the most people, and at either no cost or very little cost. Now, when you are in your personal Facebook page, so we'll go to my personal page, okay, you want to make sure that just at a glance on your personal page, you want people to know that you do taxes, okay? All right, somebody had a question. How would we go about getting logos and a template to post? So if you want to have a logo made for your business very inexpensively, I recommend you go to Fiverr, and they basically it's a site where you can post what you want done, and then a bunch of people will bid on that work. And so you can get a logo made for about $20, I would say is about on average. Now, as far as going beyond that, there are a lot of other things that you can do. For example, you can have a landing page built. So this is a landing page right here. So we send this, when you go to our Facebook ads, it'll be a link and it will take them to this. Instead of the website, I wanted to condense everything on one page so that it's all right there. So we've got all of the pertinent information. We want them to sign up. We talk about get paid up to 4 times. We advance the prep fees, and all of our packages come with all of these things. Then it has a little bit about me and the company, and it has a testimonial. So in one page, you can have all the information about your business, and a landing page does not cost a lot. You can get a landing page done for about $150 to $200. So that's much, much less than a website, but it's equally as effective. And in some cases, I think it might be even more effective. You can get a landing page built, again, with Fiverr. Somebody will bid on your business. It's a great way. For example, I would recommend you can even capture the leads. And so people that have questions, maybe you could put an additional box there where it has room for a question, and they can contact you this way. So there are a lot of options, but I want to keep it kind of a little more narrowed, because some of these things that you can do I don't know how quickly it can be done, but we can certainly look at it as an option, and I'm happy to help you out with creating and building or instructing someone to build the landing page for you. I was able to just go to the internet and pull some images and have the text and diamonds added to it. So there's a lot available to you for free. And so you always want to use your free resources first. Okay, another question, could we purchase leads? I don't think so. I doubt that people are, I don't know what a lead source would be, people wanting to get their taxes done. So purchasing leads, no, is not something I think you could do, but I would not recommend that you do, because you're not going to really need to. So when you look at my Facebook page, you're going to see at a glance things about me. You see that I'm the owner of No Limit Tax Refunds, where I went to school, blah, 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 blah. But you want to make it immediately, you want people to be aware that you do taxes. A lot of times people assume that other people know what you do, and a lot of times they don't. And so it's something that you don't want to take for granted, that people know you do taxes, because that's not good enough. You need to make sure that they know that you do taxes, and you need to impress upon them why they should come to you over the competition. So when you have your personal page, you will be able to add your business page to it. So they are linked. So, so you'll simply go to a page that's very, very similar, but you have more options over here, okay? And you have more opportunity to present what you do. So, for example, let's see here. Okay. Well, on here it does somewhere it does show that, you know, we assist with setup, office setup. We offer bank products, easy to use software. So that's all here. But we have content that's been posted. Here are our services: bank products, e-file services, tax business startup. So that's all there. And if you notice, we have posts that are kind of generic in that they are stock photos, and then we've added some details to it about our business. And those get posted on a regular basis 3 times a week. And this is what we call content. So it's just information. It doesn't get a whole lot of likes, but it just provides content in between what you're selling, you're pushing, because you don't want all of your content to be salesy. Okay, so we want to put in information in between our promotions. Okay, so now I have, this is something else that I got done on Fiverr too. So this little video only cost me, how much did it cost me? I think it was less than $50. So that was just kind of a little fun extra thing I did. So I refer to Fiverr quite often to create things that I might need, especially in a hurry. Now, your posts that you make, it depends on how, I guess, savvy you are with your phone, but I do create all of my posts on my phone using different apps, and I'll go through those when we go through the posts. So, for example, on this post here, I used an app called font candy. Font candy. Okay, and if it wasn't free, it was just a few dollars. So, oops, sorry, I'm just going to go back to that. So on this one, I just pulled up the color green on my phone. I screenshotted it, and I took that picture of green and I put it in font candy, and then I typed in using different fonts, and it gives you different options to do the, you know, make your wording come out, change colors. You can have it run across the page. There's a lot of things that you can do with it. So statistically, advertising is saying right now that the best results are coming from 3 to 6 second video clips. So that is a very short amount of time. And so people have short attention spans. We've got to get our message out there as soon as possible. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is an example post that I did just for this training, because myself, I don't post to consumers. I don't serve consumers. I serve people that want to start a business, and I'll show you some of those ads too. But so this would be an ad that, for example, you could very easily just change out your name and put your company's name up here. If you notice down here, I'm telling them they need to go to the App Store and get the Taxes to Go app. Okay? And because that is how we are going to bridge the gap between you and the customers that live throughout the United States. The beautiful thing about what we have now is, in the I'll say the olden days, but in prior years, your tax business served a community. You had a location, and then you had about a 1 to 2 mile radius of consumers that were potential clients, because you need to be sitting with them, they need to have their documents, and they need to sign. Well, we've eliminated that need, and now we can advertise ourselves nationally, because we can serve anyone in any state now. Now, this is really, really big, because this gives you the opportunity to make a lot of money without really ever leaving your house and without really spending hardly any money. There's a lot of overhead that goes in line with having a retail location. You're usually stuck in a long lease. You're only using it for a short period of time. So if you don't have another business to run out of there, you've got just space that you're paying for. So that's a lot. And then you've got your utilities, and then you have your desks and your computers and all of those things to have your office come together. So it does take a large budget to do that. So this is why this opportunity is so great and opening the doors for so many people. And for those people that are already in the business, again, this is going to really expand your client base, your database, because the millennials, studies have shown that the millennials don't want to leave. They don't want to go out to dinner, and they sure don't want to go sit in a waiting room at a tax prep to get their taxes done. So everything is going online. I think they said they closed, I can't remember how many Applebee's they've closed, because the market is down, because the younger generation that's coming up wants everything delivered to them. They don't want to go out. And that's no different than with what we're doing, especially with what we're doing. Now, so when you post something, okay, first of all, once you've created this page, you don't have anybody following you, okay? But what you're first going to do is you're going to start with your personal page. And you need to remember that you are your business. Okay, so whatever your business name may be, that's fine, but you are your business. People are going to come to you because they like you. Some aspect of you is drawing them in. So you need to be the face of your business. Now, you can use this with logos, of course, together, but something that I learned kind of the hard way after I started my business is that I wanted to kind of be in the background and, take care of people from a distance, if you will. I didn't want to put my face on everything. I didn't want to do all of the sales, but I learned that hurt me. And so this year we have totally changed everything. And this is why, pictures of me are a little more prominent, and that I'm doing more interaction with people one-on-one via websites, webinars, as well as in the office. And so that's going to be helpful to my business. So make sure that you are presenting yourself in a positive fashion. And it kind of sucks a little bit because in your personal page, maybe you're used to posting some things that aren't quite professional. But if you want to make money, you're just going to have to tailor it. And I'm not saying that you have to stop posting your pictures of you and your friends and your kids. That's fine. People actually like that. I have gotten to know so many of my affiliates through Facebook, and it helps you build rapport with that person, and it creates a bond so that you're not just their tax preparer, but most importantly, you've created that rapport and that bond with that person where they're not going to go anywhere else. So now you have a client for life. So it's going to start with your personal page. We're going to go back to my personal page. And I haven't done any posts lately, but I would, during the early fall, I was doing Facebook Lives, and I was, telling people about our new promotions, the things that we have going on. And that is a really great way to let people know that you're doing taxes. So again, don't assume. So what everyone should do this week is they should do a Facebook Live. Okay. When you go live and then all of your friends start joining in, you want to tell them how excited you are about the upcoming season and what great promotions you have available. So you're going to tell them, we've got a $2,500 cash advance this year. You can get a free vacation. Mention the vacations by name. A 2-day Bahama cruise, 3 nights in Vegas, 3 nights in Cabo San Lucas are just a few of the options. And what you want to do is you want to turn your friends into promoters for you. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to say, friends and family, I really appreciate all your support. It would be wonderful if you could help me out by, when I post something about my tax business, if you would repost it on your page. So now if you have 500 friends on your Facebook, and let's just say 10 people repost for you and they have 500, now you've expanded your base of people seeing your business and services multiple times. So now you've got thousands of people that are becoming aware of your business. Now, to motivate your friends and family to do this, we want to give them some incentive. So you can tell them that you will pay them a referral fee for anyone that comes to you that came through their Facebook. You can offer them one of the vacation packages. So, William, you're in the Miami area. You say, hey, if you repost my tax posts 10 times, I'll give you a 2-day Bahama cruise. So we want to give them incentive to help you out. Now, some people do it just because they're nice and they don't want anything in return, and that's great. But we want to get as many people doing it as possible. So you're going to say, listen, when I post anything for Tax Kingdom, please repost it on your page. I would really appreciate it. And if you get any messages for somebody that wants to get their taxes done through me, please DM me and I will get with them immediately. That is one avenue. Another avenue is in your post, you're going to direct them to the Taxes to Go app. So once they get to that app, they will need to know your name, so they'll have that from the post. They go to the app, they're going to take a picture of the back of their driver's license. So on the back of their license, there's a barcode. So it is scanning that barcode and it's importing all of the data from their driver's license, so they don't have to key it in. Then they're going to give their dependents information. They're going to take a picture of their W-2. Now, it does not import the data on the W-2, but they'll take a picture of their W-2. They'll need to also take pictures of their Social Security cards. Now, a 5-digit code is going to be generated, and they're going to send that to whomever's page they got this information from. So if you post your post and then Jennifer reposts it, Jennifer's friend that wants to use your services goes to the app and does all the information. Now that person is going to send Jennifer that 5-digit code, okay? And the reason that we do it that way is so that you know where the business came from. Now Jennifer is going to give you the code. When you put the code into your software, all of that client data is going to import. You're going to call the client, you're going to complete the return. It bounces back to them. They open it on their phone and sign with their finger. Now it's ready to file. So you know that this return came from Jennifer, and when it funds, you're going to pay Jennifer a $25 referral fee or whatever it is that you have given as incentive for this. And you want to keep doing this over and over. Now, some people will be highly motivated and they will go the extra mile and they really will repost everything. They might even create a post themselves saying, hey, listen, go to this Taxes to Go app. You can get up to $2,500 today, a free vacation and an Android tab. Once you've gone to the Taxes to Go app, please send me your 5-digit code so that I can get that to corporate or whomever, whatever you want to say. But you do need to tell them that they have to put the preparer's name in the app so that that information will actually go to you. So you can have people out there promoting. You can even get a team together that's out there promoting for you. So you want to have as many sources as possible. You can't just hope that you put a message out there once and that somebody sees it and follows up on it. You're going to need to do this multiple times daily, because you may put a post up of your kids, for example. Let's see here. Only 9 people have liked this particular post. I don't know how many have actually seen it, but I can tell you not all of my friends have seen it. So it's important that you don't take for granted that everybody has seen your ad, that you post it many times, that you Facebook Live many times so that people get the opportunity. Don't feel like you're being too much out there. It's okay. This is what these platforms are for, and you want to utilize them. Now, there's also Periscope, and I'll be honest, I have not yet used Periscope. We do have one affiliate who has, thousands of followers. She's in ministry, and so she does sell some things through that channel, and it's been very, very good for her. So if you're savvy with videos and you like to go live, I would do Periscope as well. In addition to Facebook, we have to do Instagram, and you should do Twitter. All of those three are going to work together. You want to have as many, you want your name out there as many times as possible. We know that in advertising, repetition is the key. You will remember that jingle, or you'll remember that person in that commercial only because you've seen it multiple times. So you've got to make sure that people are associating your face, your name with tax preparation. Okay? Just be out there with it. Just go out as far as you can go and pound it in everybody's head that you're due taxes and this is why they should come to you. So I'm going to look at a couple other posts that I created to give you some more examples. Now these posts, I did not publish them, meaning that I put them up so that only I can see them. That's another factor when you are doing your post. You have the option for just yourself to see it. You have the option for only your friends to see it. And you have the option to let the public see it. So you want to make sure that you are posting all your posts public. Okay, let's see here. Okay. I got to make sure that these posts are, I can't remember if I did them on this page or on my personal page. Let me give you an example of the difference between a paid ad and just a regular post. There are a couple of ways that you can advance your post into the public eye. One is by boosting it, okay? Now, when you boost a post, you want to make sure that you are directing them to do something in that post, okay? It can be click this link, it can be call this number, it can be instant message me, but you have to have what's called a call to action. It must make your viewers react to your post. Now, we want to tell Facebook who we want to see our posts, okay? So you will be given various options when you boost your post this way. Now, boosting it is a little less effective than doing an actual ad. Now, you can put a button on your post, and this is going to be your call to action, okay? Shop now, book now, learn more, sign up, get directions, send message. So you're going to tell them what you want them to do, okay? On mine, I just put the link in. Now, you can choose for Facebook to target based on their algorithms, or you can create your own target marketing. So for example, I have already created a target market here, but let's say I want to show you what it is, and then maybe we want to edit it. So I've picked an age range. You want to look at who your clients are that you have been preparing for, whether you've been doing it for 1 year or 10 years. And you're going to see some similarities between those people. So those people are your target audience. And so we want to target people that are similar to the customers that you currently have. If you look at your data and your files, you can see, well, 76% of my clients were women. 98% of my clients had children. I didn't have any clients older than 45. So these are some things where you can start narrowing down who your client base. You can narrow it down. Race, sex, you can do religion, you can do, I want to target people that like reality TV shows. I want to target people that like country music. Whatever you feel is a component of your target audience, you can focus on them. Now, these states that I have chosen are particularly good states for us. So I have chosen to target these states. Okay, I'm sorry, somebody's asking a question. Does No Limit Tax offer apparel? Yes, well, we don't offer it ourselves, but let me grab one. So we just got some t-shirts made, and so here's one. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just embroidered on the t-shirt, and they're pretty decent shirts, but they're pretty expensive. So I'm actually this weekend going to go buy some less expensive shirts, and then we're going to have some be embroidered, some going to be in rhinestone, and some will be, I can't remember what you call it, but on there, sticker on there. So we'll have some different apparel. It's not something that we will sell per se, but we can certainly put an order in for you, and you can get it that way. But that's a good question. Thank you. Okay, so I have chosen to target the age range of 21 to 46 because I want to make sure that my clients are parents, because we want to get that EIC market. I have chosen some states. Now you can add some different interests and behaviors. So let's go to suggestions. So we could target stay-at-home moms, people that are interested in entrepreneurship. We can target on sex, again, religion, what kind of music they like. So I've chosen our clients, our typical client that starts a tax business with us. I have found like some of the reality TV shows based on looking at their Facebook, and that they like hip hop music. So I have incorporated some of these what they call interests, and that is the type of person that my ad is going to be exposed to. Now my audience range is pretty large. That's a huge number, but you can narrow it down as much or as little as you want. And then you're looking at not spending very much, okay? So it will tell you how much you need to spend to reach this many people. So $10, you can be exposed to up to 3,000 people. You can also choose how long the ad runs. So you can have that $10 last you one day, you can have it last you 14 days. So they will break it down. Now, we have gotten amazing response to our ads. We have gotten a ton of leads, and I think the average lead cost me about 40 cents. Now, that is in comparison to when you go to Google, for example, and we do, let's see, start a tax business. Okay. You have to pay to come up here. Okay. So we've already run out of money for today, or I would be showing up here. I spend $110 a day so that I can come up on the top page. Okay? That's a lot of money to spend. My average cost per click is over $6. And then to get them to actually fill out a lead form, it increases, and my average cost per lead is almost $200, which is insane. But I need to be present in this area when people are looking at how to start a tax business, and it also gives me credibility. But the difference between the cost of lead from $200 to 40 cents cannot be denied, and we have gotten plenty of sales from those 40-cent leads. So now, when you do your posts, you can, like I said, you can choose the time frame that it's going to be running, choose how much you want to spend, and then you're going to go ahead and boost it. Now, you had a call to action where you either wanted them to shop now, book now, learn more. So if you want to say, learn more, for example, let's see here, then that means you're directing them to another source outside of Facebook. So this would be taking them to our website. So you need to make sure that whatever your call to action is something that's going to result in real action. It's going to take them somewhere. Shop now, again, would be taking them to the website. Sign up would be the one that you might use, because now you're going to get information about that person. And when you receive your notification that you have had a comment or a like on your Facebook page, it's very important that you follow up with that immediately, because you want to get them while they're thinking about you, while they have an interest. Every minute, every hour you wait lessens your opportunity to talk to that person. They might have already moved on to the next. So you want to make sure that you are paying attention to your notifications so that you can follow up with that client immediately. So send message. Now you can also put in, if you want to say book now, and you have an online scheduler, you could put them on your schedule. Or let's see, you might be able to take them to the link for Taxes to Go. So if I look, let me pull it up on my phone. Taxes to Go. Okay. So when I open the app on my phone, it does not give me a link, but what you can do is you can put a message in there that tells them, go to Taxes to Go, follow the 3 steps, and send me your confirmation code. Okay? So this is going to be something that I recommend that you use in tandem with your Facebook Lives and your posts. And your posts should be going both on your personal page as well as your business page. When you create your business page, you are going to invite all of your friends to follow your business page. Now, some of them will, some of them won't, but again, just like with all of our postings on Facebook, you need to re-invite them and invite them again and invite them again so that you're making sure everyone is seeing the invitation and that everyone has the opportunity and knows now that you have your business page. All right. I'm going to take a few minutes and ask if anybody has any questions at this point. And I think I'll take everybody off of mute. All right, everybody is off of mute. So do you have any questions about anything I've explained so far? Nobody? Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi, Shelley. I just have a question about, just a general question about for first-timers with no limit tax. Can you give us like a scenario of a general kind of like an expectation of what a new tax preparer can make if they focus on just the internet-based someone that does not have a location?
Yeah. Well, we don't have any real data on that yet since we just introduced this app last year, and I think some people were a little apprehensive on using it. But I can tell you, it's a broad range. I've seen people do 100 returns their first year, and then some people have struggled. But we have never done this type of in-depth marketing training, and I think that if people actually apply all of the things that I'm telling you to do, there is no reason why you shouldn't be able to do 30 to 50 returns your first year. And that's a good number, okay? People come into this business and they think they're going to do 600 returns their first year, and that very, very rarely happens. I have seen people spend thousands of dollars, put a billboard up, done all kinds of things, and not do very many returns at all. So it's not how much money you spend, but it's a lot of other factors. So I wish I could give you a real number on that, but I would shoot to do 30 to 50 returns. Okay. That would be my goal for you for first year.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. This is an ad that we have out. Whoops. I didn't want to go there. I'm going to go back. Okay. So this ad has been circulating throughout Facebook for probably 3 weeks now. Now, I have targeted only females within a certain age range with a certain interests. I've just recently expanded it to include more people. I still haven't added men yet. I'll probably do that next week because we wanted to sort of test and see if my ideas were correct on who our who our market is and who's going to likely sign up with us. But you'll see that people ask questions. It gives you the opportunity to respond either on that particular post, or they can you can do it privately through your messenger. Let me get to the other posts that I created for you. Another big factor for some people is their time. Are they working another job? Is their time available to put into it? Because I think that that's really the bigger key to being successful, is the time that you put into it. So throwing money at something doesn't make it work. But putting effort into it, into activities that we know produce results, that is what's going to get you home. So here's another one. I can prepare your taxes with our paperless app, and you could qualify for up to $2,500 instantly, no credit check. Go to the App Store and download Taxes to Go. Now, there is one thing that I need to correct. There should be spaces between taxes to and go, okay? So if they type in taxes and then put in a T after that, the screen goes blank because nothing will come up. So definitely when you're directing people to Taxes to Go, make sure that there is a space in it. So I've told them to go to get the app, and then I say follow the prompts, and then instant message me your code, okay? I also add hashtags. That way, if somebody is searching for something specific, you can come up. So refund advance, tax preparation, taxes. You can Google a hashtag and come up with similar hashtags that you can use. And so that can make your ad appear in someone's feed. That one we already looked at. Here's a real simple one. Now, the only thing I don't like about these type of ads is that you can't put anything in your comment section. This is your comment section, and you are limited as to how much space there is. So $2,500, an Android tablet, and a free vacation. What's your tax preparer giving you? Go to the App Store, Taxes to Go. Okay, so you're saying the same thing, but you're saying it in a different way, and so that's what you want to do. You're getting the message out. Be creative in how you do it. So Shelly's Tax Prep, get $2,500 refund advance without leaving home. Go to App Store, Taxes to Go, then message me your confirmation code. These are the posts that you want your followers to repost for you. Okay. And I can't stress it enough. If you've got somebody repost that really wants to help you out and you're going to compensate them or not, they can really go to town with this. They can ask their people to repost it. So you can really get some exposure. All right, no limit tax prep, $2,500 cash advance. 3 steps on our app, Taxes to Go, send me your confirmation code. So keeping it simple to the point, your ads should have minimal text. So for example, this particular ad, I boosted it and they stopped running it because there was too much text in it. And so whatever the systems are in place in there, it was too much. So you want to make sure that you're clear and concise, that your message is front and center, and you don't have very much fluff around it, okay? We want to tell them what we have, and we want to tell them what we want them to do. So that's why I keep this section very brief, and I try and put most of my information in the post itself, because some people scroll very, very quickly, and we want them to stop on our message. We want them to stop. We want them to read it. We want them to comment on it. Engagement is very important. Having people asking questions and you replying creates more people asking questions and more people replying. Okay. Okay, Jasmine, which website is it you wanted me to type in? I know we went to the App Store, and that's Taxes to Go, but I don't know if I went to another website. Okay, Taxes to Go. So Taxes to Go is not a website, it's an app, okay? So you have to go to the App Store to get it. And that's what I was explaining, where you have to separate taxes into and go for the app to come up. And I think, let me see if I can do it on here. I know there's an App Store. I just have never used it on my computer. Apps, here we go. All right, so my search box, taxes, go. All right. No, apps. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's available on desktop, but I can show you here on my phone. Okay, so it's a black page with a red tie. It just says Taxes to Go. You should have received a video when you signed up. And there's also, here we'll go to YouTube because there's a lot of videos on YouTube. Can you do me a favor? Can you please call my son and tell him I'm in training? I cannot talk. Boogie monster. All right, now we're gonna go Taxes to Go. Now also, you know, you can post on YouTube. You can have your YouTube channel and you can be promoting yourselves there as well. Just remember, it's you that you're promoting. You are promoting yourself. All right, so here's a little video on the app. The nanny's there. Yes. So that's how simple the app is to use. You can even do a demonstration on your page. Somebody asked, how do you do Facebook Live? So all you do is when you go to create a post, you can do live video. And your camera turns on, it faces you. I think it gives you a little 1, 2, 3 countdown, and then you're live. And then what you want to do is you will see people tuning in because it will give you their Facebook username. And so just say, you know, hi Susie, hi Dave, hi, hey, I want to let you guys know what's going on. Let's wait, see if we can get a few more people on here. I've got some great news about my tax business and what we can do for you this year. Also, because they just passed the tax bill last night, there's going to be changes. So you will be getting information about these changes that you can pass along to your clients and to your prospective clients. Now, for those of you that already have clients, you want to make sure that you are, remember that the acquisition of a customer has a cost to it in either time or dollars. And often people will take for granted their existing client base. Remember, your existing clients doesn't cost you anything to keep them, but you need to make sure that you keep them, okay? You don't want them going away. So you need to engage in your existing clients, make sure that they know that you are thinking of them throughout the year. And what I would do is have their email address and ask them, would you mind if I send you out, some information maybe once every 3 months? And nobody's usually going to say no. And so you can send out the tax tip of the month. You can send out whatever holiday it is, a greeting to them. You can send them, their birth date, send them a happy birthday. So maintaining contact with your existing clients is very, very important. Also, they can be your best source of referrals. So make sure that you are friends with all of your clients on Facebook and on Instagram, and that they're following you back, okay? So we want to make sure that they are staying in the loop of everything that is going on. And then for your returning customers, right after Thanksgiving, you always need to send them a newsletter or an announcement or something of that sort to let them know what's going on for the upcoming year. What I would do, include something in that where it gives them earning potential. So, hey, I have an opportunity for you to make a little extra money this tax season. If you would like to promote for me, please contact me so I can let you know how you can do so. Now you have a person that can give firsthand testimony of your ability, your skill, and who you are. There's a lot of crooks in this business, so people have to be careful. So now you've got somebody that can testify, hey, Philip did my taxes, he's been doing them for years. I really recommend that you go to him. They can do that on a personal one-on-one basis or on their Facebook page. They can post, hey, Philip does my taxes. here's what he's offering this year. I really recommend that you go to him. If you would like his information, please instant message me or email me, DM me, whatever, and I will give you his contact information. Okay, you don't want to post it online, but you want those people to say, hey, yeah, what's his number? What's his email address? Now, this person can tell Philip, hey, Bridget's going to call you. She liked, she wants to get the $2,500 cash advance. Reggie's going to come to you. He's waiting on his W-2. So that way, now you'll create a log of who is sending you clients, and then you need to maintain contact with that person and let them know the status of their referral. So you can say, well, hey, Bridget hasn't called me yet. Would you mind saying something to her? Or, hey, Reggie got his W-2 and he came in and he got a $1,500 cash advance today. So maintaining contact with them. Also, having testimony on the website or on Facebook. So for example, the very first advance check you print, you want to post the hell out of that. You want to have your client holding that check, smiling, and you want that posted on their page, your page. Obviously, you're going to need to block out the sensitive information, but that's very easy to do. So you can say, hey, I just printed my first advance check today. And what's unique for us is because we're a service bureau and they open filing up to us early, then you can be announcing this before other people. And that always gets you an advantage. Oh, wait, he's doing advances now. My tax preparer said hers doesn't until next week. So you need to leverage your customers, make them the stars of your commercial. For example, I have a friend who has a credit repair business. That is something we'll probably be offering next year. But he's worked on my credit. 3 months ago, I couldn't even get a department store credit card. But now I've got a Macy's card and I just got an American Express. I couldn't believe it. So taking pictures of me with my card, take pictures of me, him, and my card, and all of that information is going to go on his social media channels because proof, people believe in proof, okay? And so if they see it, they believe it, and it makes it more real. So you want to make sure that you are posting relevant information that would pique someone else's interest. For example, another example outside of the advance is maybe you have somebody that has a particularly high refund. Say, hey, Angela just got a $9,845 refund. Come to me and I will make sure that you get the most refund possible. Now, if you know taxes, your refund amount should be your refund amount regardless of who you go to if they're doing it correctly. But some people have a misconception that one tax preparer can get them more than another. And that may be true because one tax preparer is not entering in everything that they need to be entering, or the other tax preparer is entering something they shouldn't be entering. So, but you want to get, legit clients, legit business. And so using your existing clients is going to help you dramatically getting new clients. Okay? So don't ever forget that those people that have been with you in the past, you want to keep them for your future. Also, your friends and family. Now, some people have a thing where they don't do business with friends and family, and I totally understand that. But if you do, Those should be your closest allies. Those should be the people that are really out there promoting for you, and making sure that this business launches for you correctly. And for those of you that are new, I want you, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Some people are scared, well, if I do this, I might get a bunch of business. That's okay. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you, okay? We're a phone call away, regardless of what the issue is, what the need is. We are here to help you, and there's virtually nothing that we can't solve. So don't feel like you're in this alone. We've got you, and we're going to make sure that you're going to be able to service those clients in a professional manner and execute what you said you're going to execute, okay? So on the vacations, you would have received a vacation log. It's an Excel spreadsheet. So when you give a vacation to someone, we need to get their email, and we need to know which vacation they want. It's very important that you type this in Excel. We will not accept any handwritten forms. It's just too much, and we can't read half the writing. So when you send us the vacation log, and I recommend sending it, depending on how many people you have, once a week is typically fine, unless you're just, giving away 20, 30 a day. You do not have to be doing a return for the person that you are giving the vacation to. Okay, so they don't have to be doing business or their taxes with you. We would hope that they are, but they can be a promoter for you, as long as it's creating awareness of your business. Use it however you see fit, okay? And we will send them the vacation certificate. Now, with the Android tablet, you will do those when you return funds. So say it's Friday and you had 5 returns fund, 3 people opted in for the tablet. So now you need to provide us the information on the tablet order form. The return must fund before we can send the tablet out to you. So when we get that form from you, we'll process that, and we will send you the tablets to give to your clients. This is also another opportunity for you to interact with them. Take a picture of them with their tablet. So, think of every interaction that you have with someone, whether it's your waiter, your Uber driver, anyone, that is a potential client. And you need to make sure that you either have business cards in hand, a flyer in hand, and you need to speak it. If you speak it, it will come true. You just have to speak it a lot. And so I know that this is run kind of long, but and I still have retail to do. So let me move on to retail for those of you that have a retail or want a retail location. So I still want you to do everything that I've just said. Now, on your social media, you can be doing 2 things. You can be directing people to the app, and you can also be directing people to your location. And remember when we went to boost the ad, let me go back. I'm going to show you how you're going to do it if you have a retail location. Okay. All right, so if you have a retail location, have a photo of it. And when you choose through targeting, and you're going to do locations, you're going to put in your city or town, so that you narrow it down. Now, this narrowed it down to the airport and 1 mile radius of the airport, okay? So I can make it go out, or I can make it go 10-mile radius. But what you want to do is you want to find your location and you want to make it a small radius, because really your business is going to come from people that live in that area, and it will only cover about a mile or two. So when choosing a location, you want to make sure that you are one of, say, 10 businesses in that shopping area, and you're surrounded by all residential. You do not want to be one of 50 businesses that's got a Walmart and a Target across the street and it's all really busy. People think that that's a good location. It is not, okay? You need to be in a neighborhood and a corner store. You need to be, people get their W-2s in their, their mailbox, okay? So they're gonna go to the closest, most convenient location that is close to their home. So I love to see, you know, on one area where you've got a gas station here and you've got a variety store, maybe a pizza shop, a barber shop here, those types of small little strip areas. And then all around it, it's housing. And it's housing of our target demographic, our income range. That is the kind of location that you want to be in. So don't think that because you're next to a Walmart that you're going to get business, because what's going to happen is they'll say, oh yeah, I see that, that's cool, I'll come back. And that's the most famous, I'll come back when I get my tax check, or I'll come back when I get my W-2. Well, when they get their W-2, they're at home and they don't feel like driving back into that congested area and messing with all of that. They're going to go to the corner and get their taxes done by whoever is there, okay? That is how the retail aspect or choosing a retail location works. Now, when you do your marketing and you focus in on your area, so you can just, I think you can move this around, or you can drop pins, so I can pick an area and drop it and then cover that area. So you want to have that a tight area around your retail location, and it'll tell you how many people are in that area, okay? So you've got, let's just say you've got 3,000 people in that area, okay? You want to make sure that your ad is present at all times, that it's running at all times, and that you're making announcements. So when they announce the first date to file, you're going to announce that over and over and over again, okay? You're going to announce your first cash advance check printed. You're going to make announcements, and you're going to do that to your targeted area, then have another ad for your broad range area that covers the United States, or for your friends and family. But make sure that the targeted ad that you have is distinct and it is directing people to your location or to the app, okay? Because they could go either way at this point. So repetition, repetition, repetition is so, so important. You've got to just repeat, repeat, repeat. So now you have your targeted area that you are marketing to on social media. Now you need to do a few more things. Statistically, people have to see your name and logo at least 4 times before it even registers. Everybody knows McDonald's because that's some of kids' first words, McDonald's, because they see that golden arches. It's recognizable. So make sure your logo is simple. Make sure your name of your business is simple and it says what you do, okay? I recommend that you do something that's called every door direct mail. Now, typically what used to happen is you would buy a zip code and you would mail to that zip code, but that's wasting a lot of money because you're now reaching people that are not in your little area, and you're reaching businesses and vacant homes and all kinds of things, and so that's wasting your postage, it's wasting your materials. So you're going to check a mail carrier route, and the mail carrier route, or maybe you'll choose two depending on the size, but you will see exactly the outline of their route, so you'll know that it covers the houses and apartments that are immediately surrounding your retail location, and you have to mail to them at least 3 times. It will do you no good if you mail it once, okay? You've got to do it 3 times, at minimum 2 times. You might get by with 2 times. But in addition to this, you need to be making sure that you have someone passing out flyers that are putting door knocker or the door hangers on all of the residences around you, that you have yard signs on the street corners, okay? So now people are seeing your name and logo in different mediums, okay? So it's gonna start to register. I got this on my door. Oh, I got this in the mail. Oh, and then when they drive by, that's it. Because outside of your retail location, you have to think about signage. Signage is very, very expensive. So we are going to look at temporary signage. So you can get a 4-foot by 8-foot sign out in the front of your business, very inexpensively. So the signs that you usually see for happy birthdays or graduations that people put in their yards, that is the kind of sign that you want to have outside your business close to the street. So all you need to do is Google yard signs in your area, and it will come up with many options, I'm certain. Make sure that you're getting a large one that's large enough for people to see it when they're driving by. And it typically costs about $200 to have the sign created and delivered, okay? And then you're going to pay a weekly rental fee. So your sign, we want the most prominent thing to be $2,500 cash advance, okay? $2,500 refund advance, however you want to word it. That is going to be the hook, okay? So in addition to that, you can add some things, your company's name, your company's phone number. You do want to have your phone number on it. But don't muddy the waters too much. We want to keep our message clear and simple and something that will draw them in. So you can add a free Android tablet or a free vacation if you want, depending on the layout of it. And if you want to send me proofs before you go into development of something, I'm happy to look at what you've got and make suggestions if necessary. Same thing with your every door direct mailer. So a lot of people want to put every bit of information they can possibly put on one thing or one website or one postcard, and nothing clearly jumps out at the person and it gets tossed in the trash. So we want to make sure that we've got a very clear, uncluttered message that is displaying to your client. So now they by chance saw you on Facebook, they got the door thing on their door, they got a flyer when they walked out of the variety store, and they see your yard signs every time they pull onto their street. Now you are recognizable. Now you have made an imprint in your community, and you are now going to be getting a lot of business, okay? The other thing, a misconception is, well, there's a Liberty right across the street. That's great. That's so good. Some people think, well, I don't want to set up right next to an existing tax office. Yes, 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 you do. Because we offer so much more. They might think they're on their way to Liberty, but when they see what you've got, they're going to come to you instead. So we can siphon their business. Or maybe somebody's there and the wait's too long, and so they come across the street. Whatever the case may be, it's a benefit to be near another tax office. It also says that we did our demographics right, because they spend a lot of money on their demographic research, and that we have chosen a good location. So don't worry about being near one. The only problem that you may encounter is typically they have it written in their lease that that landlord cannot lease to any other tax company. So that's the only potential issue. So you go to the next building that's nearby. That's okay. Having what we call a street team, once we get into January, is good. A street team is going to be just a group of people that are out there not only passing out flyers, but are talking to people, telling them what it is that they're stuffing in your hands, okay? So it takes a special kind of person to do that. Not everybody's comfortable with approaching strangers, but putting the flyers on cars, handing them directly to people is always good. The other thing that you need to do is you need to have a grand opening or an opening celebration of some point, and you want it to be family oriented. If you live in a warm area, have a bounce house, have a cookout, and just make it a fun day, and so that you can introduce your business to the community. If you live in a small area, do it inside, have hot chocolate or pizza or whatever, and maybe some art stuff for kids. So just have a really nice opening announcement day so that people can acquaint themselves with your business. Of course, they're just coming for the free food and the activities, but you're going to be able to make them aware of those three things: who you are, where you are, and what you offer. So if you do those things, you will be golden. Okay, so that pretty much encompasses, I think, everything that I have to say. Now, I noticed that we had some people joining a little bit late. I would love it if you could type your name in the chat box so that I know who attended. So like viewer 14, 16, and 17, that would be great if you could type in your name. Now, if you want to set up a one-on-one with me, that is fine. You can call Erin and she'll get that scheduled. And that way we can talk a little bit about your specific business and how we can help you maximize and make sure those three things happen. Okay, so I've got another question. Yes, I can resend that to you, Philip. No problem. I recommend that you create, if you take the marketing slicks that we emailed to you for the vacations, I would take them, I don't print it on your computer, I would print it out on a little bit better paper. You're gonna print out the marketing slick, and then you've got the disclosures you put on the back of it. I would put that in a plastic sleeve and put it in a 3-ring binder and make sure every workstation has one. That way they can look through it, they can read the disclosure so they understand what taxes are related to that particular vacation before they make a choice. And so you have that for them to look at. If you are going to market it on your Facebook, you can screenshot or use that PDF, incorporate that into a post. So that's pretty easy to do. All right, does anyone else have any questions? Hi, Clover. Oh, you just signed up this week. Congratulations, thank you. We're looking forward to working with you. Okay, anybody else have any questions? Okay, all right, and I did record this meeting, so you are welcome to a recorded version of it if you would like. Just email me and I will get one to you. I know a lot of people signed on a little bit late, so if you want to get that first part, we've got it recorded. All right, well,